Hello, greetings to everyone in the brightest light family. We hope everyone is doing good. No one will see a tree with good fruit, and we will not want to pay attention to the fruit, right? Or no bird will look a tree with good and attractive fruit and just pass. Same as flies. So that's to say, as far as we are growing in life, we are producing good food, we also will be having challenges. We'll also be having attack, we'll be having visitors, sometimes unwanted visitors, right? The insects are not always wanted on trees. Sometimes we need them when they will have to do the what they call it, pollination, but after that stage we don't need them to come and destroy our fruits. No. So that is something in life. No one really wants some type of negative energy or failures, disappointment, but it's come. So as far as we are growing, we have to know these things will be there. They are sometimes inevitable, but interestingly, if we understand that it's because we are growing, and that's why they are there. So sometimes we focus on why is this happening, and it's not supposed to happen. No, it's supposed to happen. It proves that you're doing something good, because no, as nobody really would take a stone and be shooting on a tree when there's no fruit if the person is normal, right? But when there are fruits there, you need the fruit, you use anything to shoot or cut or whatever, or pluck for the food, that for you to get the fruit. So now the question is, in these moments that we have this negative energy, obviously sometimes we get depressed, we get frustrated, and so many other things, and we feel like we have all the reasons to remain depressed, or to remain frustrated, to remain bitter. But no, we don't, because sometimes that's the reason why some people attack us. That's the reason why some things they want to see the restraint. So the strength, our strength is often determined by the type of battles we go through. They cannot give the Davis type of battle to anybody, no. So our spirits are different. Like, there are some things that God know you cannot handle, and He will not give you. So if God is giving something, it's because God know you're that strong. God know you can handle it. But now it's a choice for you to decide to focus on your inner strength, for you to decide to stand up, or for you to say, no, I can't do it. And that I can't do it is what sometimes keep us down. Is what make us focus on what has not gone right. Yes, so many times the problem is not really what is not going right at that moment, but it's what are you focusing on. If you focus on the problem, definitely you're going to stay maybe for a very long time on the floor when you fall. But if you say, oh, I have to be there, I need to move, I need to get up, if your focus is where you're going, or what you want to achieve, obviously as you fall, what happened? You're looking for ways to get up. So yes, just to remind us that when we fall, it's important we sometimes encourage and motivate ourselves to stand up again, because failure is part of the journey. Challenges are part of the journey, and accepting that also is important, because sometimes when you feel like, oh, why me, why is this only happening to me? No, it's because you're unique, because you're producing food. Because if you're broke, really nobody, no thief will come to your house, right? But once they know you're a rich person, what happened? That's when the thieves start visiting your house. So some things that you go through is because of what you have. If they don't see something good on you, they won't come for you. So if you feel like, oh, people betray you, people do, no, if they came first, I mean, they knew there was something they could get from you. So now it depends now on you how you're going to pick the lesson and move forward, and which is something we want to always do as light. Every light can be quenched, and so the objective of this channel is for us to encourage each other to keep shining. And yes, things happen. Some things we can't change, and we just have to accept that, okay, this has happened, and now ask, what do I have to do, and move forward. And so accepting is very important. Acceptance, telling yourself that yes, I know this is, I don't like it, I know this happened, but I know I have to be there. I know this person is depending on me. And sometimes what makes us to keep going is not because the thing doesn't pain us wide. It's because we focus on what we have to do, what the result. Let me give an example, like Jesus. If we go deeply into the story of Jesus, he had time, he wept, like this pain is too much. But what did he say? Well, if it is your will. In fact, at the end of the day, he just even focused on what God's will was. Why? Because he was just being too careful not to lose focus, that or do anything or say anything that would cause him to lose the reason why he even came on earth. So it's the same thing. If you know that yes, sometimes some things come just to distract you, your focus will not be those things that happen at the moment. Yes, they are painful, you feel bad, your feelings, sometimes we have to ignore our feelings because they can be deceptive. Like, oh, you wake up, you feel tired and you feel like, but you don't want, but you know there's something that if you don't do it, maybe a lot of things may go wrong, not just for the day, but for maybe somebody's entire life. So just imagine you're a doctor and somebody, you have an emergency that you're the only person who's supposed to be in the hospital, and you feel like, oh, let me just go home. And so that's what happened. So once you focus on the significance of the work you still have to do, that's a good reason to stand up. Yeah, because we know it's easy to say, oh, when you fall you need to stand. No, the reality is sometimes it's really difficult. So we are trying to share now, what can we do, what can we do. So one thing, as I said, is for us to focus on what work, or the significance of our work, the importance of what we have to do, or the journey we are embarking on, and or a purpose or the mission, whatever you're using. So another thing is also to look for those who can encourage us, because if, for example, you are people who are negatively minded, they're like, why is this happening to you? Why did you not do like, or people who are just sitting quiet instead of when they're supposed to motivate you and give you reasons that, oh, this is not the end of your life. If this is happening, doesn't mean God is not hearing you or God is not with you. This is just part of the journey, and sometimes it's just a way to also empower you. So just like in the case of Job, he also had friends that they were just watching at him lamenting and going and so on. And if he didn't have this other younger friend who could tell him that no, what you're doing is wrong, he could not get back to that point that everybody know, oh, and yes, he got back more of what he lost. So we sometimes go through some things, and we need to be in an environment that will enable us to stand. An environment includes the selection of friends, the people who keep around us. And also another thing is prayer, talking to God, pouring out to God. God, I know this is too much, but I still trust you. Praising God also is a strategy that or is something that is more than powerful. I don't even know the words to use. Like once you're in the position of gratitude, I thank you that I'm even alive. Yes, you don't focus on that, but you praise God for what he has done, what you know he can do. You worship him. So that also create a good environment where you can focus on the good things that had happened in the past. I know yet more things can happen in the days ahead. And another thing is self-talk, talking to yourself. I know I can do it. I know I'm strong. I know I am a blessed person. I know I'm victorious. So those are just few of the things we can do when we are down and we find it difficult to stand up again. As usual, please let us know in the comment section. Share your thoughts. Share what works for you. And stay blessed.